Listen, I'll tell you, I grew up getting my ass beat. Okay, I was born in '97. I'm 27, and I grew up in Belize. Okay, my dad's Belizean, my mom is old school. I get my ass beat for everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a good kid, but like if I messed up, they would be smacking that ass. They would be smacking some ass. Believe me, up until probably like 14, 15, 15, smacking ass. Anyways, I say all that to say that I never feared for my life, and I was never deprived of things. They would beat some ass if you did wrong, okay? But I'll tell you one thing. Growing up, I have never heard of food deprivation. I have never heard of being locked in places before. That's foreign to me. And that's what we're going to talk about today, folks. We're going from where punishment turns into evil, okay? And we've seen examples like this in the past, and it's kind of eerily similar. We see Sean the Vander Ark's tactics being used all over again by this disgusting, fat, nasty woman that we're about to talk about. I'm talking locked in closets. I'm talking food deprivation, locking supplies from the kids. I'm talking physically putting sharp objects to your kids' throats. You got the kids writing death letters. Like, if I pass on and you find this, no child should ever have to really think in that type of manner. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I grew up getting my ass beat, tough love, whatever you guys want to call it, right? But I have never felt the need to write an if I pass letter. That's crazy. We're in 2025 where that stuff, you can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get CPS called on you real quick. Imagine somebody's over in their house starving their kids like it's a sport. This shit is crazy. 2025. That goes to show that there's a difference between discipline and doing your best and just being pure evil. And we're going to go ahead and check this interrogation out today because this is one of the nastiest, fattest, most evil people I've seen in a while. Let's check this out.
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat, talking about pulling you off of her and you telling her you would have killed her.
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors? How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No.
It's 2 p.m. in Piedmont, Oklahoma, where police find a runaway child who reveals some alarming information.
Don't run or I'll chase you and put you in handcuffs. I know you don't. Let's go talk about it. But until you're in my car, we're not talking. Stand up. Stand up! Yes. Are you going to listen? Yes. I don't want to yell at you. I want to be nice to you, but I'm not going to chase you. Like, I'll tackle you before you have time to run. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to do all that. I want to help you and figure out why you ran away and all that, but...
Can we talk about it at the police station?
We can talk about it in my car first. Yeah. Okay. Do you need it? Is this any of your stuff? Okay. Let's go to my car. I have located her.
Clear on located her. I will call and cancel.
Clear. I'm just going to go around this building. What's going on? Why'd you run away?
I don't want to be there.
Why not?
She's scared.
She's scary? Who?
The one who takes care of us.
What's her name?
Tina.
Is that your mom? Yeah. What's scary about her?
I'm scared to get in trouble because she goes to the extreme. She goes very far when she gets into trouble.
Like what? What happens when you get in trouble?
Sometimes she locks us in a closet.
Locks you in a closet? For how long?
The longest I've been here has been like 4 days.
4 days? When did that happen? Most recently?
It was last year. It was around Easter.
And what did you get in trouble for that made that happen?
I was sneaking my sister's food.
You were making them food?
I was sneaking my sister's food that she gets from school.
Why'd you get in trouble for that?
because I'm not supposed to.
Make food?
No, now my sister, my little sister, she was bringing like snacks from school.
Yeah.
And I was having her keep it in the bedroom so I could have some. And so when she figured it out, she tased me and locked me in a closet for 4 days.
She tased you?
Police waste no time investigating the child's claims and question their foster mom, identified as 43-year-old Tina Ramirez. Let's see what she has to say.
Oh, it's their foster mom. That makes a lot more sense. First of all, foster mom, pick your stomach up off of your knees real quick and stop tasing the children. What the fuck is going on? Bro, that's a child. You could kill a real grown person. That's a kid. The heart's still doing shit. The heart's still growing. It's evil people like this that make me feel like some people like, I don't know how these people get the kids. That's my question. It's like, it's evil people like this that makes me wonder how fucked our system really is. Because just look at her. Would you want to give her kids? If she falls, she will kill one of them. Does she need kids?
Have you ever locked your kids in the closet?
No.
Okay. Why would they tell me they've been locked in the closet?
All of my kids said that.
More than one.
No. I've never locked any of my kids in the closet.
Okay. I found this letter, and I'm sure you've read it. It was in your closet.
Yes.
Tell me about these letters.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, why is she saying all this horrible stuff is happening to her if...
She does that. It's how she vents.
Right. I mean, is it the truth?
I mean, those are old. I don't know. Like,
She's talking about being beat up. She's talking about having scissors to her throat, talking about pulling you off of her, and you...
She's lying. Automatically. Take her to fucking jail. She said those are old, so I wouldn't know. So you wouldn't remember a year ago beating the shit out of your foster daughter and putting sharp objects to their throat? You wouldn't know? Take her fat ass to jail, boy. Like listen, this is why she won't share the food. You know why? It's because she's eating for all the children. Look at her. I'm not even being mean right now, bro. She's living off the kids and sucking the life out of them. They're like her batteries. She's draining the life out of them. All the food, I know she's getting food stamps or some type of government assistance. All that shit is going to Big Mama right here. This shit is disgusting, bro. And you know this shit happens a lot. There's a carbon copy of this disgusting fuck all over the country, which is crazy to me.
You telling her you would have killed her?
That's when we had an altercation.
Right.
We had an altercation.
With scissors?
No, there was no scissors. She was coming at me.
Okay.
But we can't pull it off because she was holding my hair.
Okay.
Right? And yeah, that did happen. That did happen, yes.
How do you discipline these kids? I mean, I know we talked about it earlier. Do you spank them?
No.
Do you hit them?
No.
Ever?
No. I've had altercations before.
Yeah.
There's been more than one. There's a time she ripped my necklace off of me, okay? And I held her. Tantrums, kick and punch.
Yeah.
I had to hold her down.
Okay.
Okay?
Almost killed her probably.
Other than that, no.
Typically, what does dinner look like here?
Just look at the house. Look at the couch. There's nothing. If you notice how the house is structured, right? This is a larger woman, so she can't be on them feet too often. If you notice how the house is structured, that's her domain. That's her little laptop setup, and that's her couch and her TV. Where do the kids even sit? On the floor? Bro, I'm telling you, it's people like this all over the country, and they're out here draining these kids like AA batteries, and it's disgusting.
Don't cook every single night, but dinner, the kids will do either, most of the time, the little ones like pizza, Hot Pockets, chicken nuggets.
Yeah, just give them all the forever chemicals. Just give them all that shit. That's what they need to grow up on.
Like, I just did beans.
If you need it, I don't know.
I just did beans the other day.
You heard that right. Police uncovered a letter from one of the kids detailing the alleged abuse, including an incident where Tina allegedly held scissors to the child's neck. But that is far from the end of this story.
Mornings. The little ones eat at school, but the big ones, I'm getting up late and I ain't getting the time to work and everything. I make sure they get milk.
Tell me about this.
Okay. This one right here, I did take away the drinks from her because she was sneaking them. She writes stuff like this all the time, sir. You can talk to her about this. She does this all the time. She'll tell you.
So why'd you keep this one like it's important?
I didn't keep because
I just want to point this out one more time. I see a pink PlayStation over there. Do you think that's for the kids? Look at the pink PlayStation. It's the physical hard drive copy too. Very highly sought after. It's only one though. Do you think those are for the kids? Do you think the kids get to play PlayStation? You see the PlayStation, right? Or do you think it's her PlayStation? I'll let you answer me in the comments. Do you think she ordered? Let me not. It's too early. Let's just watch the video.
It was in your closet.
I mean,
with all your important papers.
I kept all of these to show her and remind her. But
Look at her disgusting face and her disgusting habits and just her disgusting life, bro. And you mean to tell me that the system gave her these kids?
Got these out in forever, sir. I'm being honest. Like,
I don't think you are.
I'm scared.
Well, probably because you've been abusing your kids.
No,
Look how skinny they are.
And look how
You tell me you feed
fucking big you are. There's 4 women in this room. We're talking to one, but there's 4 of them. My 600-pound life. And that's not even any shame to nobody who's big. But we all know why she's big. There might be other issues for other people, but we know why she's big. She got that check. And where did that check go? To the other 4 people living inside of her.
feed those kids.
I do.
Enough.
I wouldn't say enough. They like to eat noodles. What kid can get fat off of noodles?
My kids. I feed my kids noodles all the time. They're fatter than hell. At least not skin and bones like
They
this.
eat noodles and crackers with it.
And spaghetti and meatballs and Hot Pockets and pizza and hot dogs and all kinds of nutritious things. Those kids are malnutritioned, Tina.
Well, I give them canned vegetables. Does that count?
That's healthy,
Apples.
Next, the officer reads a portion of the disturbing letter out loud.
Explain that to you.
I know, but here I am, and they don't have bedrooms and they had cereal for dinner.
Well, that's what they wanted. They got the choice, the option. If they have the choice of that, that's what they wanted. It's always what they want. What do you want? I'm not cooking tonight. If they want cereal, they get cereal. If they want a bologna and cheese sandwich, sir, they get it. Ask all of them. That was their option tonight. I'm not sure what she wanted. I said, what do you want? There's beans from last night that I cooked. She was just saying, who's going to get to eat the beans now? She loves my cooking. My kids love my cooking.
Dear God, I think she's going to kill me. I didn't do anything. You and I both know that. I have been talking to you, praying, and trying to be polite, helpful, and respectful. I've been shutting out all the bad thoughts, but it's no use.
Dear God, I think she's going to kill me. And they want to know why kids have ADHD and can't focus and can't do. No, they're traumatized. And then you start putting pills in them because they're being traumatized. I'm trying to hold out the bad thoughts. And then you wonder why kids can't focus. They grow up and they're fucking 30 and they can't like integrate properly. They're fucked up. What do you expect them to do? Man, listen, all the tough love in the world could never equate to this type of barbaric bullshit that's happening right here.
But I won't let their negativity and discouragement stop me. This is my year for as long as I'm alive. I'm going to change, but I won't let anyone stop me. I want to change, but if she kills me, I know that I was making changes to make me better. I'm going to be kind and respectful still. She held scissors to my throat. Scissors, underlined, to my throat. She left bruises on my neck, along with cuts from her nails. She cut the inside of my lip, and now one of my front teeth is moving slightly. My nose is clogged with blood, and my ear is bright red with plenty of scratches on it. And it hurts so bad. I can't lay on that side of my head. You know I could get her in trouble for that. And the fact that she said, I'm going to kill her with at least 2 people besides me that can verify that. Then she whispered to me, if Katrina didn't stop me, I would have choked you till you passed out. And I'm the sick, twisted one, but no, I'm going to stay here just to prove what I can change.
Yes.
Tina, combine that with the fact that these kids have run away 7 times from you? Mm-hmm. How is any reasonable person supposed to think
she's resting her elbows on her belly or her titty and her belly, and you thought this was a fit person to take care of some kids? Bro, look at this woman. And this, that's why something's got to happen, bro. This shit is disgusting. This shit is disgusting. She probably orders 5 Big Macs and eats them to herself. And the kids just watch her and she tells them to eat some cereal. And I'm not even, I am dead ass. She's probably done some shit like that before. How many calories do you need to sustain to remain that size is my question.
You're not starving and abusing these kids.
Okay. Mental abuse, I would say yes. Physical abuse, no. Has there been altercations? Yes, there has. Starving, like you said, I feed them, but it's not the food
But
like you're saying your
year,
kids get.
no, I quoted the noodles you
okay.
said. Okay, you said noodles, I said noodles. Okay, we're
If
not
I'm starving them. Why do I have all this food?
If you're feeding them, why are they skinny?
Have you talked to them about that?
I have.
And what did they say?
That's not what we're talking about. I'm asking you questions right now. If you're feeding them, why are they skinny? Are you eating? Is your husband eating?
Yeah.
Those boys are eating, at least it looks like it. I haven't looked at them real close. But those 2 older girls, you can't look at me and tell me they're eating enough. Tell me they're eating enough.
There's a time we thought they had parasites. I even bought them parasite medicine. It's around here somewhere.
Did they go to the doctor?
No.
When's the last time they've been to a physician?
Because it's been a while.
How long is a while?
See, I think the last time for was to get a shot and the dentist to get her retainer taken out. So maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
They haven't been.
Fuck me. Well, fuck me. Well, that means they're all fucked. You haven't taken them, so they don't go to the doctor. And she has a husband. Who is doing that? Oh my God, you need to go to jail. Just for the simple fact that you... You need to go to jail for different types of crimes, is all I'm going to say.
Been to a physician in 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Look how skinny they are. You thought they had parasites? And you
told
didn't
me
take them to the doctor?
I've had parasites.
You should go to the doctor if you have parasites. You should take your children to the doctor if they're skin and bones, Tina.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
So why haven't you? Why aren't you feeding your kids?
Why haven't I taken them to the doctor? I have no excuse.
Okay. Why aren't you feeding your kids
Why
enough?
am I feeding
Okay,
them
you feed
enough?
them. Why aren't you feeding them enough?
What is enough? Because like I explained earlier, they were gorging.
Tina admits to locking up access to food and failing to take the kids to
They were gorging. The only person gorging, the one person in this house gorging is you. I know that toilet seat it moves. You go and sit on the toilet seat, you go on a little slide. It goes left, right, left, right. You know why? Because she's out here gorging. That's why the toilet seat is broken. Fuck you. They were gorging because they're starving.
the doctor, but this officer is not letting up.
Are you feeding those kids enough?
Enough? Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What would be enough? Is 3 times a day enough?
Okay,
Two to 3 times a day?
So,
because sometimes, like I said, in the morning, the girls will just have a glass of milk. Okay? But they have lunch and they have dinner. They never skip that.
Okay.
Never.
We're circling right back around to if they're not skipping meals and if they're getting fed enough, I wouldn't be able to see their bones through their skin like that.
Yeah. So maybe, I should have taken them to the doctor.
Absolutely, I think you should have taken them to the doctor. You know, especially if they're skinny because there's something wrong with them. You know, if they're skinny because there's something wrong with them, they need to go to the doctor. If they're skinny because
you see that maneuver he did just now? You see how he bent over and fixed his socks? She envies that maneuver. She hasn't done that in 15 years. She looked at him and she's like, "Oh my God, he can readjust his socks and just sit right back down? That's amazing." Shit. She's over here calling the kids to put her sandals on. Listen, I can't, bro. This shit is disgusting. She's disgusting. The whole thing is icky because of this lady.
You're not feeding them, you need to go to prison. Right?
Right.
As the questioning continues, Tina takes...
Look at her, guys. And she has a husband.
let's just say, interesting approach, pointing the blame elsewhere.
But you haven't fed him enough either.
Okay.
Look at him. It breaks my heart.
Look at you.
When I found that girl and she stood up, Tina, I don't know how you stay here with her like that. She's tiny.
She covers herself. She's always covering herself.
But that doesn't mean it's not there.
I know, but she covers herself. She does. I've been trying to get her to do more, drink more, eat more, and everything. Give her Gatorade. Said, maybe you need some electrolytes. I did. Started buying more oranges and apples. Nutrients.
Bullshit.
Bought more canned food. Hey, you need to eat some vegetables. I have.
And then you
Ask her.
keep it all locked up and you don't let them have snacks until you get home.
Well, I'm always home.
Now.
Yeah.
Of course you.
But I let them always choose. What do you want to eat? It's their choice. They choose.
Tina, please. I really am not trying to be mean to you.
I know
it's
you're
just
not. You're doing your job.
Whenever you say
You're doing your
things,
job.
whenever you say things to me like, I let them eat, I let them choose, I let them this, like all I can think about is looking at how skinny they are. So like they're not, and they haven't gone to the doctor, and there's locks on everything in this house, and I can't even count the cameras. I haven't started to. Like these kids.
They were for protection at first.
Oh, well, I get.
Like I said, I started putting them in certain places because we had to.
And I get, having them so the kids don't run away. But
Yep, straight in the playbook of Shonda Vander Ark. She probably watched the Vander Ark case and took notes, bro. You got cameras by the food. You got cameras by the doors. I'm just assuming. You got cameras by the doors. You got cameras on the food. You got cameras in the bedrooms, okay? They cannot breathe without you. They can't shit without you knowing they're shitting, okay? And then now you're locking the thing. She took notes. Now, one thing I'll say is either these sick fucks have seen each other and they take notes, or this is just naturally what a sick fuck does. They start hiding resources like food and they start to deprive you of things like sleep. It seems to be the natural order for people who are broken up there. And it's insane, bro. My 600-pound life and abusing kids. I mean, pick a struggle.
now that I've been here, I kind of understand why the kids are running away. I don't blame them. I'd be running away too. Like, I just want to eat. Like,
But when I've asked them why they ran away, it was never had to do anything with that.
Tina, they're not
It
going to
was
tell you
always-
because you're starving them.
Let's take a moment and rewind to earlier in the day when Tina was singing a different tune.
Oh, she can
This
sing.
year, I threw a Halloween party for the kids. It was really cool. I bought a bunch of Halloween decor, and I bought a projector, a huge 84-inch projector, because I bought the screen. But I had bought a projector Black Friday the year before. I hadn't used it yet, so I did like cool stuff, decorated cupcakes, cool candies, and then set that up for them. Happiest kids ever. They're like best mom ever, and they loved it. They went to school talking about it and everything. So it was a lot of fun. I wanted to do the projector out here, but I was like, I don't know if that's okay to do.
And I don't even think that she's lying. Abusive people do stuff like this to keep that control of power over you. Like, see, I do nice things for you. See, I do great things. It's the same. It's rinse and repeat, and it works. I guess why fix what's not broken, right? It just works, especially on some kids. Keep them in your grip. That's what you do. That's what they do in, dictatorship countries. They do nice things every once in a while.
Hours later, the quote, best mom ever, is not exactly living up to that title as the interview continues.
Why is all the food locked up?
To keep them from sneaking it, stealing it, things like that.
Why?
The freezer, you notice, isn't locked up. They don't usually get in the freezer and mess with that stuff. But the stuff that they can grab quick,
Let me ask you a question.
that's why.
What is wrong with letting them, I understand keeping some control over it because I've got 4 kids, I have to do that myself. But I do that through parenting, not putting locks on everything. I understand that these are some devious. Hang on. Let me finish. Wait. Just let me finish my thought, please.
No, absolutely.
I understand you got some devious kids causing problems. You got to take that extra step. I get
Yes.
it. But like their cameras, locks. They're running away constantly. They're writing letters, but because they're out of options. They don't know what else to do anymore. Like they're expressing their feelings on paper because they've got no one to talk to because they don't go to school and they don't go to counseling and they don't go to the doctor and all they do is sit around here and get starved. And what am I supposed to tell anybody that asks me why you shouldn't go to prison? What do I tell somebody, Tina? Because I just didn't feel like taking them to the doctor?
No.
You've got $60,000, $80,000 cars in the garage, but you can't afford enough food, so you lock it up.
The interview keeps going on in circles until the officer decides he's had enough.
Let's reconvene tomorrow, because I'm getting frustrated and that's unprofessional. Okay. And I apologize for that.
Actually, you know what? You're doing your job.
Shut the fuck up, fat bitch.
Thank you, Tina.
You're absolutely welcome. And you said my sister was on her way?
Jade, sister's
yes,
coming?
Ma'am, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're not going to leave. We're just going to quit this interview so I can calm down.
You're okay.
I appreciate you speaking with me.
No,
You're okay. Man, listen, I know everything. I know he's holding back his stuff because if this was like a world where no laws really existed, if this was the wild west, you know what I'm saying? Nothing much is too established right now. This would have gotten taken care of in a quick minute. Miss D ain't here no more. Whatever the fuck this bullshit lady's name is. Oh, no. She checked out early to the upper room. Nah, things would have happened differently in the Wild West, But now we're in 2025 and you have to hear her say, oh, that's okay, honey. You're just doing your job. Girl, if I don't throw you in that jail just for talking to me like that. Shit's crazy. Shit's actually wild. Shit's outrageous. And she has a husband. Right? She has a husband. Who is sticking their penis in there? Never mind.
I appreciate you. You have, I'm going to let you know, you have been very nice throughout this whole process. Something like this can be very uncomfortable. All of it from the beginning. And since you walked in my door, you have made this process comfortable.
I'm glad.
You're doing your job.
Right.
Okay? That's your job. Serve and protect, right? I can't be mad at that. All right? Her job, same thing. Serve and protect, right?
Bitch, what are you talking about?
I understand.
Shut the fuck up.
I do. Okay. It looks bad. It does.
It's because it is bad, Tina. It doesn't look bad. It is bad.
Yeah.
The police are here doing a search warrant and DHS is taking your kids.
I know.
It's bad.
And that's you know what, I'll tell you something. Those two older ones have been taken from DHS.
I know. And
not
they're
only from their bio parents, but a foster kid.
And they're terrified.
They've been taken out of foster care before because that foster home got investigated. And then the third home that they didn't want them, so they felt not wanted.
And now the fourth home.
And
how do they feel here?
I hate that.
And so these kids have run away over and over again, but it's wild. And I didn't think we would have this conversation because it's not normal for us to have this conversation. But it's crazy. These kids want to run away, but they're also scared of me to take them away. They don't want to be here, but they're scared to end up with some worse foster family.
They've told me the reason they don't want to be here because they're tired of hurting everybody. They're tired of hurting.
How are they hurting you? Eating too much?
No. Just putting me through the things that they have put me through.
What did they put you through?
Like, I told you she scratched my car. She got mad. She got angry.
She's a child.
Before leaving, the officer has one last question for Tina that reveals even more unsettling details.
Oh, I guess I do need to ask you a couple more questions.
Yes.
Several of your kids confirmed that you have tased one of these kids with that taser.
No, as I was telling her earlier, we do the right?
Yeah.
And we even do it with the dogs.
We do the jit, right? We do the jit. What does that mean? We do the jit. No, I don't get my taser and go jit. Come here, Angel. Jit. No, because then Angel's going to be terrified of me. And then you know what Angel's going to do? She's going to run away and never come back. I don't do the jit with my dog. Crazy bitch, bro. Yeah, she tased them kids more than once.
So physically, no, I've not.
Like, how close have you put it to the kids?
One time I got real close on accident because we were playing around. But as far as, no.
Okay, then the bzz game, like, how close are you?
Oh, not that close.
I know, but you're not telling me a distance,
Oh.
like with inches? I think 6 inches is what you just showed
Yeah,
me.
we pop it. Like, oh, it's like, did you find it?
I did.
Yeah, it's little. It don't hit them.
Tina admits to holding a taser near the kids, even, quote, accidentally tasering one in the eye. Police found that same, quote, small taser in an earlier search of the home. Take a look.
Yep. I guess that's coming with me.
But that's not all.
You need me to open the pantry? This is fingerprinted.
Oh no, you press
You
mode.
do need me to open the pantry?
Officers found locks on the pantry and refrigerator doors. Investigators also found a pepper spray holster.
Look at that. That's the same type of locks on the fridge that Sean the Vander Ark used. It's like some type of strong adhesive, and you could lock the refrigerator, and young kids can't open the door. My grown ass would have ripped that bitch open. Anyways, they should rebrand that shit on Amazon as the Child Abuse Special. Get it $19.99. It's on sale. It used to be $32.99. Get it now. The Child Abuse Special. Are you tired of those pesky kids eating your groceries? Well, now buy the fridge locks. Bro, bro. People like this, they need capital punishment, bro. You know? I don't know what else to say.
Multiple cameras placed around the home and logs documenting the kids' activities.
Wow.
Days later, police returned to the home, and this time, it's not just a talk.
Okay. You and Anthony are coming with me. We're going to jail today.
We're going to jail?
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm just being straight with you. I don't want to argue and fight and all that, but that's what's going on this morning.
Okay.
So just get some shoes on, what you need to do, and then we're gonna head out.
Okay, I'll get dressed.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay out here though. I'm gonna come in just so I make sure you
That's okay.
don't. Okay.
That's okay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay.
She's tired at the door. I'm gonna stop with the fat jokes. She is winded at the door. Fuck, I just came from upstairs. What's going on? Woo! I'm going to jail? Shit. Hold on, let me just get myself together. Hold on. Fuck, I'm going to jail. Okay, let me get a water real quick. Let me just get a water. Hold on, let me get a water real fast. My dog is looking at me crazy. You good, AG? No, I'm not good, Angel. I'm not.
Okay, I'll get dressed.
Okay. I'm not gonna stay out here though. I'm gonna come in just so I make sure you
That's
don't.
okay.
Okay.
That's okay.
Hey, how are you?
I'm okay.
I'm glad you're here. At some point, you and I need to sit down and talk about this environment and your involvement in all of this. Your name has come up several times in my investigation, but you and I haven't had an opportunity to sit down and talk. You and I as well are going to have to sit down and talk. You're coming with me this morning. So go ahead and set your stuff down. You already got shoes on and everything? All right, put your stuff down right there. And turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Do I just,
You just go to jail, that's all.
I'm
Hold
just
that for me.
trying to- yeah.
Yeah, you just stand right there and be helpful.
I can't believe that's her husband. If that's her husband,
That
man.
back door won't hold that dog.
Okay, I know. I'll put him in his cage.
No.
Oh. Loki.
Loki the husky. You're not gonna get the chain?
I was just making sure you had shoes on. You got shoes on? All right.
Yeah.
Can you get a drink of water? Yeah, that's
Give me
fine.
water. My purse is right there. Okay?
I don't think your hands are going to be back here.
No.
I'm going to get them in front of you, though.
Yeah. And can I take this or give it to her?
You can give it to her or whatever you want to do.
Okay. Well, you carry this for me?
If you want me to, or you can carry it right there.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
I mean, lock those so that, they don't get tight when you put your hands down. Separate them real quick. I can't see in there.
Oh, she's eating. This girl right here is eating. She's eating. They always bring the henchmen. This one right here, what's her name? Yellowstone? In the yellow shirt, what's her name? She's eating. I'm not blaming anybody of anything. I'm just saying she's eating food very well. She's not missing them calories, I'll tell you that much.
Down. Separate them real quick. I can't see in there.
To turn that off, you just say, hey, Ziggy, stop.
Okay.
Okay.
This way.
The dogs. What happens with the dogs?
Yeah. You're going to have to sort that out with one of your family members or something.
Okay.
We don't have any animal control here in the city at Piedmont now. It's really surprising. We'll be in touch, okay?
Tina and her husband, 26-year-old Anthony Ebezico, are both whisked away to jail, where Tina declines to speak with investigators. Anthony, however, does agree to speak with police. Let's see what he has to say.
It's like I can't catch a break. It's like
I smell passport issues. Ain't no way he's fucking that woman on purpose. No, I mean, ain't no way he's fucking that woman willingly. Ain't no way he's fucking that woman willingly. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Anyways, let's see what he has to say.
I didn't know about this stuff until Friday, whenever I got involved with it, Anthony. That's the first time I got involved. Maybe if you and I had spoke Thursday and you were saying this situation's terrible and we need help, maybe this would look different. But the police got involved and found the conditions the way they were, and it's not good, Anthony. Okay? So, man, I really don't know what to tell you other than you should have done something, I think.
That's the thing. I'm thinking, like, what should I have done? What should I have done? Because at the same time, I did make sure I told her. I was like, hey, like, I asked her.
You knew what you were getting yourself into, man. I mean, like, you should have taken him to the doctor. You should have taken him to somebody, a professional.
They're adopted. I'm not on their papers like that.
I know that, but you got to know the family before you even got married.
Right.
You got to know the family and made sure that was something you wanted to be a part of.
Right.
So when you marry a woman with kids, those are your kids, your stepdad.
She always takes them to the hospital before the start of school.
That's for the babies, man, not the big ones. The big ones need to go to the doctor.
I thought she did that.
No, and she told me that she thought they had parasites and that she never took them to the doctor, even then. I mean, so I don't think that the defense of you just didn't know is going to fly for this, truthfully.
I don't know what else to say. It's like I can't like lie. I can't lie.
No, I don't want you to lie. That's the last thing I want you to do.
Right. It's like what do I say? What do I do?
I wish that there was something that you could tell me that you did to protect the kids. That's what I wish you could tell me. Is there anything you did to protect them?
I mean, thinking about it, let me see what I did to protect.
No, he didn't do jack shit. Thinking that you didn't do jack diddly cock to help the kids, okay? Thinking about it, I don't know what type of passport issues your brother got. I don't know what type of deal they got worked out, but sir, holy shit. You need to think better life choices in the future, okay? It's not that serious. Now, I don't know his situation, but it is never that serious if you have to go through that.
You know,
I'm just trying to think hard. And things that I did to protect them. countless times I did say, because I wanted like us to, I don't know if this is like protecting them. It's like me having to take them to buffets and stuff. I don't know if that's not protecting.
That's feeding them more. Right.
I'm sorry, but protection. Talking to them.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He remembers that one time he took them to that one buffet. That's not protection, bro. That's called sustaining the living being that depends on you. That's it. I have a living being. It's called a dog. She depends on me. She could starve if I don't give her food. That's just called feeding your living being, bro. That's not protection. I didn't protect her. I just fed her. You know.
Oh, that's not
so you said you took them to buffets, but you also said Tina primarily took care of them at home. Did you ever prepare meals for the family?
I did. It's African food, and
not really their thing.
Not really their thing. So do it more of the night American corn dogs and things like that. But as far as the African side, they always say it's spicy. So I'm just say, okay, I'll eat it myself. So.
Right.
Anthony has trouble determining what he did to protect the kids and goes on to indicate he didn't really play a part in helping to feed the family.
And then all I just did was that I just kind of made rice and just ate the stew that's in the fridge, or I buy noodles, and there is some African noodles that I eat, and that's I cook for myself, and that's it.
Okay. You understand what you just explained to me, right? Mm-hmm. You don't feed the kids?
We feed the kids.
You don't feed the kids, right? You said it's her responsibility?
Yeah, she's
okay, but she's not feeding them either, is what it looks like.
No, she says she feeds them, and I did tell. I asked her.
Do you see her feed them?
Yeah, in front. There was one time when I had this argument with her, I watched her. She doubled, like, there was a time they were eating, like,
What argument were you having with her?
It's mostly about this kids, man. It's like, I always tell her, hey, like, pretty much with the two, first I was, like, questioning, like, why the hell do you have, like, why do you have all these locks, blah, blah. And then she goes, well, it's because, they every single time trying to run away, so I'm trying to stop it from happening. Then all of a sudden, cameras. Why do you have all these cameras? Like, what the?
Is that not you? Is that her? Like, there's so many cameras. That's crazy.
That's just so crazy because I freaking that was argument about it. I argued with her. I said, hey, what, this camera, like, this is not a normal family. This is some prison or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Like, first of all,
thank you.
The cameras. I was like, yo, okay. There's so much cameras, and she's like, yeah, because I use the cameras to watch them because they kept asking after they finished eating. Mm-hmm. They kept asking, like, stealing food from the little ones. Whenever the little ones are eating, mm-hmm. they go into the kitchen and kind of give the little ones some side eye, and then the little ones would just act like they're full, and then the big ones take their food and eat it
because they're hungry, Anthony.
Because they ate.
But why are they? Man, Anthony,
just like you, I'm confused, man. I'm freaking confused.
Okay,
they're hungry.
All right, just listen to me for a minute. Let me explain kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. Because you tell me these kids run away all the time, and that might.
My thing is, she has something over that man. He wants to stay. I don't know. It's seeming like he wants to stay in the country. Maybe they got married now. They're doing all that. They're doing the thing. So what he said is, well, fuck it. This is not right, but I'm not gonna report you because you have something over me. This woman, her whole life, or this whole period of her life, was probably the best time of her existence. She was able to control like 6-7 people all at once. It was probably bliss. It was amazing. She got to control them. She got her way. You know? She has this over him. The kids are terrified of her. You know, she has these little cameras. She gets to be the boss. And I think the world just beat her up maybe. And she felt like this is the one place that I have this power. But that's what it seemed like. He clearly knows what was happening, and he said, "Fuck that! I'm not gonna ruin what's going on for me."
Might be a behavior thing or not, whatever. But you're also telling me like they're stealing food all the time.
Right.
That just like they're stealing food all the time, and they're skin and bones. Like
But
they're hungry, Anthony.
Hey, check
If
this out. Though.
like
They went to my her sister's house.
yeah.
She fed them. But tell me why the hell they're still stealing the food from their cousin's place?
Because whenever you came from a good home, so I don't expect you to understand this, but when kids over time don't get enough food, it's kind of like a dog. Like have you ever had like a dog or an animal that went too long without food and stuff, and they just want to eat, and you gotta kind of stop them because they'll eat too much and they'll throw up, and you know it's so whenever an animal or a child or whatever has gone without adequate food, they're going to want to eat everything all the time just as a psychological thing. Like they're used to not getting enough, so they always want more. Does that make sense? Like any chance they get for food, they're going to be like, oh, I need to grab that because I'm not going to get to eat tomorrow, or I'm not going to have enough, or I'm still hungry, or I'm not in those kids'
I hate that he looks at him like a fucking bozo this entire time, like he has no idea what he's talking about. I would smack the shit out of this fucking idiot. I bet you a good firm 7-pound smack to the cheek, loosen up some of them jawbones real quick, would bring him right to understanding. I bet you his understanding would start clicking so fucking fast.
But I can imagine kind of how they're thinking, and it makes sense to me from my side why they're stealing food, because they're habitually not getting fed enough. They're hungry. Does that concept make sense to you?
I guess I don't know. It's just I don't know, man. I've never dealt with shit like this before.
All right.
I don't know where to begin. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. All I just know is that my whole goal for this was to have a good family, like turn something that was bad back to being good. That's all I wanted.
Have you ever hit the kids?
No. The only time that I hit the kid was because of he got expelled from school, and I was just kind of mad because it's like I didn't hit him so much, but at the same time it's just kind of like that.
Tina and Anthony were both taken into custody for multiple counts of child abuse and neglect. Tina was additionally charged with assault and battery with a deadly weapon. At last check, both Anthony and Tina are expected back in court this winter.
Oh yeah.
What's going on?
There's a lot of things we got to keep our eyes on. Tina Ramirez, bro. Complete piece of shit. But I'm just going to end it right there. I mean, they got to live with that, and damn it, her husband has to live with the fact that he was sleeping in bed with a monstrous hippo. But anyways, people, you know what I'm saying? Stay inside, stay safe, stay healthy, man. Don't beat your fucking kids. That's the main thing to this story. But until then, I love you guys. Peace. I'm out of here.